Good morning everybody and welcome to a UB production. This is a Travelling for Balance edition today. We're here on the beautiful Cape Hillsborough beach. It's a national park. I don't know why, it's got a real Goonies vibe, so if you haven't seen Goonies, give it a watch and tell me what you think. So today we're going to get into it and we're going to do a nice energetic practice to wake us up in the morning. So we want to be calm, we want to be focused, and we want to have a nice clean energy. So we're going to start with taking a comfortable seat, so you can do it on your bottom, maybe use a pillow to prop yourself up, maybe on your knees like I'm doing, but just something where you can sit up nice and straight, feel nice and comfortable and confident. So just closing down your eyes, taking some nice easy breaths, just in through your nose, out through your mouth. If your nose is a little blocked, just through the mouth is fine, but just nice and deep, nice and slow, and just notice how you're feeling this morning. Remember, yoga is a journey, it's a process. So if we're feeling a little tired or off right now, that's fine. Hopefully by the end of the practice, we're feeling nice and energized. So just notice how you're sitting. Just try and sit up nice and straight, tucking that chin a little bit, lengthening through the spine. And we're going to start with a morning affirmation. So on the inhale, we're going to say I am, and on the exhale, grounded. So taking a nice big inhale, I am, exhaling, grounded. Now just repeating a couple of rounds here, just in your head's fine. If you'd like to repeat it out loud, that's also okay. I am grounded. So feeling the earth beneath you, continuing with that breath and the affirmation. Just focusing on the breath and the feeling of your bottom on the mat. So now we're transitioning into I am calm. Nice big inhale, I am. Exhaling, calm. And as we exhale, just feeling the body relax, the shoulders relax. Thinking about what that word means to you and how that feels. And just really cultivating that feeling. I am calm. The next breath, we're going to inhale, I am focused. I am exhaling, focused. Now really focusing on that breath. And your affirmation, I am focused. And as we breathe, feeling nice and focused, just noticing any sounds, any distractions, and just letting them drift off into the distance. This is your time, this is your space. So now as we transition into I am strong, nice big inhale. I am exhaling, sitting up nice and straight, exhaling strong. So feeling strong and confident. We should be feeling grounded and calm and focused. I am strong. Transitioning now into I am inhaling. I am exhaling, brave. I am brave. So really feeling what it feels like to be brave and thinking about it. Trying new things, taking on new challenges, and not being fearful. Not being fearful of the outcome. Or maybe being a little fearful of the outcome, but knowing we're going to do it anyway. Because this is how we're going to grow and how we're going to succeed and push through. I am exhaling, brave. So now as we inhale, we're going to inhale and say, I can do anything. And as we exhale, I put my mind to. So inhaling, I can do anything. Exhaling, I put my mind to. So knowing when you are grounded and calm and focused, strong and brave, you can do anything you put your mind to. Anything. Nice big inhale, nice big exhale. I can do anything I put my mind to. So just one more round, really feeling what that means, really embracing that. Having a real growth mindset, taking it into your day. Nice big exhale. So the next inhale, we're going to raise our hands up. Exhaling, hands together all the way down to your heart space. 2 more of these for me. Nice big inhale. Nice big exhale. And the last one, inhaling up. As we exhale, just slowly fluttering our eyes open. Beautiful. So we're going to come to standing to start the movement part of our practice. So coming all the way up. We want to have our feet hip width apart. Now that's not too wide, it's not too narrow. Should be about 3 or 4 inches. We're going to take some nice cleansing breaths here. So taking a nice big inhale. Arms up, getting ready to bend your legs. Exhaling through the mouth. Inhaling. Feeling the energy. Scooping those hands up. Exhaling. A few more here. A couple more, really enjoying that breath. Next one. Can do anything I set my mind to. One more. Hands to your heart space. Beautiful. So now we're going to come to the top of the mat. So I'm going to turn sideways for you guys. So I'm going to give you a gentler option for each flow. So to start the day, we're going to do a sun A and a sun B. So just saluting to the sun, another day to wake up, another chance to set things right, to succeed to your goals, to tell a loved one how much you love them. So it's just another day, another rising of the sun. So coming to the top of the mat, so I'm going to go through the gentler option first, and then into the stronger option. You can choose whichever one you like. So feet hip width apart. We're taking one nice big inhale. Exhaling, hands all the way as far as you can. Might be to the mat, maybe to your feet, shins. But we want to have a nice, comfortable lower back. So a bit of a bend in the legs. You'll feel a bit more of a stretch in the hamstrings. So we're going to inhale, halfway lift. Now hands to the shins or thighs, nice straight back. So I'm sucking my shoulder blades together, trying to get my chest open, collarbones nice and broad. And then I'm exhaling, hands back down. Inhaling all the way up. Exhaling down. So this is our sun A. Hands to the mat, stepping back into your plank. So knees down for the first round, squeezing that core. So we want to have our hands underneath our shoulders, squeezing the stomach, nice big inhale, exhale, lowering down, nice and slow as you can, squeezing, grazing the ribs with your elbows. Coming into our cobra, baby cobra. All we're doing here is driving our hips in, pulling our shoulders back. We're not lifting our head up and crunching into our neck, just really pushing the hips in, squeezing the shoulder blades together, opening up through the chest. Good, so from here back into a child's pose, we're just pushing up and back, stretching through the back. You can reach your hands a little bit further forwards, nice big stretch here. So from here we're going to step to the top of the mat. So you can do one leg at a time, use a block if you need. Blocks are really good props to have here. You can use a book, you can use a chair. So stepping the other leg through, just back to our forward fold. So I'm going to go one more time in the gentler option here. So we're going to come up, nice big inhale, nice big exhale. Your halfway lift, inhaling, halfway, so hands, shins, or thighs, nice flat back, exhaling back down. And just following that breath. Nice, slow, easy breaths, inhaling all the way up when you're ready. Exhaling back down. Stepping back into your plank, so knees down. Nice big inhale, exhale, lowering down. Driving hips in. Peeling our chest off the mat. From here pushing back, so chin tucked, pushing back into our child's pose. Nice big stretch. And then stepping through the top of your mat. However that works for you, the easiest way, the quickest way, the way we can flow the best. Good. So I'm going to give you the stronger option now. You can stick with the option A if you like. So from here, inhaling all the way up. Exhaling down. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling down. Inhaling up again. I like to add an extra one of these in the morning. You guys might notice here I'm facing the sun. I'm really saluting the sun. Nice to do outside a nice sunny morning. Exhaling, hands to the mat. So stepping back into your plank. Now I'm going to step back into a full plank. I'm actually going to do a little hop, squeezing the core here. We're going to hold for a breath. Squeezing that stomach. So we're sucking that belly button into our spine. Nice big inhale. Exhale, lowering down. Remember, knees are fine. So from here, we've got that cobra. Or we can go into our up dog. So tops of the feet go on the mat. To make sure you're really engaging your core. Opening the chest. And we're not dipping too much where it's going to our lower back. So from here, we're going to come into our child's pose or down dog. So you can either come back into our child's pose and then pop up, or we can just go from here, tucking the toes. Now, hamstrings and lower back is not where I'm the most flexible, so I love to bend those legs first. I'm really pushing the belly towards the thighs. And as we go through the rounds, I'll get a little bit more warmed up and flexible here. It is early in the morning, so I'll straighten off. Now, I might look a bit like I'm in a plank here. I'm trying to just slowly stretch out those calves by pushing my heels down. And I'm trying to stretch out that lower back, upper back, and hamstrings. So from here, we're going to step to the top of the mat. You can step, hop, or jump, one leg at a time, or pop a knee back down. So I'm going to step all the way through. Really just letting yourself hang now. So I like to have a bit of a vinyasa hatha mix. So sometimes I'll go a little quicker, sometimes I'll go a little slower, but it's important for you guys at home to go the pace that suits you. So from here, halfway lift, exhaling down, inhaling all the way up. So I'm going to go one all the way up to a nice tall mountain, not two this time, exhaling back down. So a little quicker into your plank. Step back, squeeze that core, get set. You're going to take a nice big deep breath. Exhale, lowering down. Cobra or up dog. Nice big inhale here. Exhale into your child's pose or down dog. I like to take a couple of breaths here. This is a pose for a lot of people where it can feel a little uncomfortable and it takes you a bit to warm up, especially in the morning. So for me, stepping to the top of the mat. Nice big exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhaling back down. Inhaling all the way up. Nice big inhale through the nose. Trying to breathe through the nose now if we can to clear out our nose. Good. Stepping back into your plank. So one more time. Squeezing that core. Make sure you're activating it before we move. Nice big inhale. Exhale, lowering down. Cobra or up dog. Into your down dog. Remember, through child's pose is fine. You can stay here or pop up. Extra breath here. Top of the mat. Exhale. Bend in your legs is fine. You can bend a lot if you need. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhaling down. Inhaling all the way up. Exhaling. We're going to do it 3 times. Inhaling back up. Exhaling. From the last time, we're going to stay standing. We're going to inhale all the way up. And hands to your heart space. Beautiful. So a little bit of some challenges here with some balancing poses. So remember, if you need to, you can use a chair, maybe even one other side, a wall if you need to move your mat. So we're going to start on our right leg. So I'll mirror you guys today. So left leg on the toes. Hands to your heart space. And start with just closing your eyes, noticing that wobble. Noticing that right ankle really working. So it should feel the ankle's pushing like even in a little circle onto the feet, but really noticing what it feels like to press into all 4 corners of your foot. So we're opening our eyes. So we're taking our tree pose. So we're going to bring it either to the inside of the lower leg or the upper leg. If we do the upper leg, you really want to bring it onto the thigh. And I'm squeezing and pushing nice and firmly. Hands to your heart space. So we're really looking for that focus. So remember, I am focused. Picking something that we can focus on. I'm just looking at the camera here, right at a little point of it, keeping my focus, and we can grow that tree. Arms can come up, opening up the chest. So I'm now feeling grounded, I'm feeling calm, I'm feeling focused, strong, brave to try something new, and knowing that I can do anything I set my mind to. Beautiful. So now we're going to cross this leg in front, so it can either go here onto the mat, or it can go on top of the leg. I'm going to hands back to heart space. I'm going to take a little bend. Now it can be a little tiny micro bend into this right leg, or it can be a little bit more of a seat. Once again, take what option works for you. It could be that you're up here with your legs like a little curtsy. They're coming down. Remember, really finding that focus and just breathing. That's all we're doing, is focusing on the moment, on the balance, on the breath. So this point of focus we have here, this thing we are staring at, is called our dristi. It's our point of focus. Good, so coming up, shaking out that right leg. So we're coming onto the left leg now. Same thing here, onto the toes, hands to heart space, closing down the eyes. Finding our balance. Remember, it should feel very wonky here, but really feeling what that left foot is doing, how it's pushing into the mat, all four corners, utilizing the whole foot, slowly opening the eyes. So bringing that right leg now where we'd like it, up high or down low. And it can even be that we just have it resting on the ground, like a kickstand here, if you need to. It's fine. Remember, finding your focus. Spreading those branches of your tree, opening up that chest. Remember, enjoying the challenge. If it's a little tricky, you're waving around. It's not something you're always going to get right the first time, and that's okay. That's where the growth mindset comes in. Just shake it off and try again. Beautiful, so hands together again. We're crossing that leg over, whoop, however that works for you. And just bending into that left leg. So now you should be feeling the bottom of that left foot really pushing into the ground. Bit of a bending in the legs, hopefully. Remember, not everything in life is easy. Good, slowly coming up, and we're just going to shake those legs out. Beautiful. All right, so we're going to come back to the top of our mat. We're going to come into a couple of rounds of our Sun B here. Now remember, I'm going to show you the more accessible options to start with, and then I'll give you some stronger options. So feet hip width apart. So a Sun B is a little bit like a Sun A with just some parts added on. So it should be fairly easy for you guys to follow at home. Taking a nice big inhale, so reaching up long through our spine, pushing into the ground with our feet, stretching through the armpits. We're not trying to bring our shoulders to our ears, but we're trying to lengthen through the neck here. So I'm trying to really reach. Spreading my arms, nice big inhale, exhale, hands back to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhaling, back down. So remember, you've done some of this already, so it should be fairly easy to follow. Inhaling back up. Exhaling down. So stepping back into our plank. Now remember, it was your plank, so it can be knees, it can be toes, but remember, always activating the core, squeezing belly button to spine. Holding here for a breath. Giving a little bit of a challenge here. So you want to feel that stomach crunching. Tuck the chin a little bit. Good, nice big inhale, exhale, lowering down. Cobra or up dog. So cobra is fine, or up dog. And we're coming back now into our child's pose or down dog. So remember, through child's pose is fine, into our down dog if you like. So I want you to think about, as we go, just breathing. It doesn't really matter when you breathe. We generally breathe on the way up, inhaling and exhaling when we come down. If you find that too hard to follow, just make sure you're breathing. Nice big deep breaths. So I'm going to step through with my left leg. So you can pop your right knee down, stepping through, and we're coming up. So first round, back knee down, reaching up nice and high, stretching all the way through from the armpit to the hip. We're going to come into our warrior two, our amended version. So I'm going to turn this back leg. So now I can turn my chest towards the camera, arms shoulder height. So I'm going to check both of these. So I'm opening up through the hips, through the chest. So we're going to flip that front hand and we're going to tilt. So right hand comes back to the leg, reaching up nice and high, stretching through this left hand. Like you're trying to touch the sky. From here, we're bringing that right hand back over, hand onto the knee. And we're trying to bring this arm over, like a bit of a letter C, curved here, really opening up. So I'm not bringing it forwards here. If you need to, you can bind that behind your back and just start tilting. So it's a side bend here. I'm crunching my left hip and rib together, opening up through that right side. And then hands back to the mat. Beautiful. So I'm going to step this leg out so we can bring our hand on the inside, stepping back into our down dog or child's pose. Good. So from here I'm going to bring that other leg around now. So I'm going to bring the right leg around. Inhaling up. Good. And opening up. So I'm just going to swap directions for you guys. So I'm here. Hips are facing you guys. Arms are shoulder height. I'm checking that. I'm going to flip that front hand. Inhale up. Stretching through this front side and then circling. So elbow to knee, bring that back arm up and over and stretching through the side body here. Really reaching. Beautiful, hands to the mat. Good, stepping that back foot to the front. Beautiful. So I'm going to come back to my side of the mat here. Forward fold. Inhaling up, inhaling down, halfway lift, exhaling down, inhaling up, nice big breath, exhaling, good, stepping back into our plank. So I'm going to go on toes, squeezing the core, a little bit trickier this time. Now when we come down, if you want a bit more of a challenge, you can see if you can hover just above the mat before we come into our up dog. So exhale, lowering down. Tops of the feet go on. And driving up. Down dog. Good, so this left leg's going to step through. So remember, right knee can still come down. This is a lot of where people struggle here. It's one of the hardest parts for people is to step that leg through. So we're lifting that left leg up, stepping it through, inhaling up. Now remember, knee down is fine. So we can take option A. So really sinking in here. So you should see it's a little bit like a lunge. This knee is dropping down, a little bit of a stretch through this right hip. Reaching up through the arms, nice big inhale, exhale, turning that back foot out. So my hips are facing you guys, arms shoulder height. I'm flipping that front hand, inhaling. So the legs are staying the same, it's only the upper body that's moving. Circling over, side angle. So really reaching over here. Now this bottom arm can come under. Bring your hands to the mat. Beautiful. So from here we're taking this foot out, squeezing the core, nice big inhale. Exhale, lowering down. Inhaling up. So we're adding a transition here. Back to the down dog. So swapping legs here. So we're going to lift that right leg up. Stepping through. Coming all the way up. Good. So from here, turning. I'm going to show this angle now from the back. Flipping the hand, inhaling. Reverse warrior. Exhaling, side angle. Good. Bring hands to mat. Stepping back leg to the front. Lovely. So from here, inhaling all the way up. Going to go a little quicker this time. So picking the options, exhaling back down that you want to choose today. Inhaling halfway. Exhaling back down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Beautiful. So from here, back into our plank. Step, hop or jump. Squeezing that core. Nice big inhale. Exhale, lowering down, and then inhaling. Up dog. Or cobra. So you should feel like you're warming up a little bit now. Coming up into your down dog or child's pose. So last time through on each side. So the left leg is going to lift. Stepping the left leg through. Remember, knee can come down. We can step around, move our hands, come up. Good. Standing lunge here. Opening the hips. Warrior two, flipping that front hand, inhaling. Reverse warrior. Or sun warrior, exhaling side angle. Now, if we want a little bit of a challenge here, I'm going to hold you in this pose. Remember, we're reaching over. If you want a little bit more, we can either bring both hands up, or we can bind. So I'm going to bring this left hand under, right hand behind my back. And I'm going to grab on underneath my legs. So we're going to hold this for a couple of breaths. Enjoy the difficulty, enjoy the moment. Won't last forever. Taking some nice big deep breaths. Good, releasing hands to the mat. Stepping back into our plank. Nice big inhale, exhale, lowering down, scooping into our cobra or up dog. Into our down dog. So last side here, right leg. Lifting that right leg. Stepping through. Giving you a little bit of time here to catch up to me. Coming up. Reaching hands up nice and high. Sinking into our hips. Good. Coming into warrior two. Opening up. Flipping that front hand. Reaching up. Lengthening through the front of the body. Good. So from here coming down. Side angle. And remember, if we want, we can have arms out or we can bind. So we're coming all the way underneath. A little bit tricky here. And holding. Remember, using that breath helps you in difficult times to breathe through. Good, hands to the mat. So we're stepping that back leg, sorry, front leg back. Coming down, knees to mat. Woof, into a nice, comfy child's pose. So if you need, you can pop a block or a cushion under your bottom, maybe something under your head. Coming down, hands behind. So just settling in for a moment. So I just want you guys to stay here until I ask you to come up. So we're just breathing through this child's pose. Really thinking about how we're feeling now. So you should feel your heart beating. You might feel a little bit sweaty. You should feel alive. And hopefully we feel those things we're trying to cultivate at the start of our session today. So you feel grounded, So have a little check, thinking how you're feeling. Are you feeling a bit more grounded? Are your thoughts now here on the mat? Are you feeling mindful? Or is your mind still up in the air thinking about all these other bits and pieces you have to do? So trying to make sure that mind is on the mat when we do our yoga practice. Feeling calm, so feeling somewhat relaxed. And feeling calm doesn't always mean sleepy. Sometimes calm just means feeling relaxed. We can feel calm and energetic at the same time. We are feeling focused. So we're feeling grounded, feeling calm and clear and focused. And sometimes going through these challenges in life and on the mat and maybe in the gym and pushing through and know that you did it can help make you feel strong. So it's not just strong in the body, it's knowing that you can do these things that are difficult and you have the mindset to take that challenge on and give it a go. It doesn't matter if you fail, it's just about trying, but knowing you'll get better and better as time goes. And feeling brave to take on these new challenges. Feeling brave to try something different in life, whatever that is to you. Maybe it is packing up and traveling. Maybe it is going for that new job. And just knowing that no matter what, you can do anything that you put your mind to. Good, so we're slowly coming out this child's pose, just coming into a couple of seated stretches now, just to help loosen up the body and recover from any damage that we've done in the tissue of the muscle, which helps our muscle grow. So it's not permanent damage, but stretching allows the blood flow back in to help repair that tissue. So we're going to start with a very simple one. Legs are going to go out in front. Now this helps if you prop yourself up a little bit. So legs out in front. Now I'll turn sideways for you guys at home. Starting with a little bit of a bend is fine. So we can be flat. We don't want to feel it just behind the knees, we want to feel it in the hamstrings and in the lower back. So sitting up nice and straight, taking a nice big inhale, reaching up. And then just folding belly to thighs. So I want you to think about arms up, and a good way of doing it for me is I think about arms behind my head or behind my back. I think about just trying to squish my belly to my thighs, chest to knees, and then reaching forwards. So just tucking your chin to your knees. Now if you want here, you can start to wiggle those legs out a little bit further. Hands can come to your toes or inside or outside of your feet. They can come underneath your legs. So it's really important that sometimes it's not just about how the pose is looking, it's about how it's feeling, because it's going to look and feel different for me and it is for you guys at home. Everybody is different, remembering that's important. We've all got a different journey on our bodies, different mileage, different injuries. So sometimes we might need to adjust something a little bit so we feel it where we need to be feeling it. So really now I'm just focusing on these hamstrings here and maybe a little bit of a stretch for the lower back if you're tight. Beautiful. So coming up nice and slow. So legs still out in front. I'm going to take that left leg over the top. So we've got our right leg straight, left leg over the top, and I'm just going to hug it and sit up nice and straight. Take a nice deep breath. So now it's about a twist, which is our thoracic spine. So that's the middle of our back that we're using here. It's not the lower, it's not the upper. It's the middle of your back, which is the portion of your spine that helps you twist. So we're going to take this left hand behind. So trying to bring it all the way around. So I'm just gently starting and I'm pulling back this left shoulder. I'm going to take this right hand on the outside of the left leg. If you can, if not, here is fine. And I'm twisting. So I'm sitting up nice and straight. So I'm trying to straighten my spine, lengthen it, and think about like your vertebrae, like they're locking in when they're compacted, but we're trying to just make some space in between each vertebrae. Sitting up and twisting. Looking over that shoulder. Nice stretch through the middle of the back. So I'm trying to, with every exhale, just take this twist an extra 0.5 millimeter. I'm pushing against that front leg with this right hand. And I'm just twisting. Now I like to always look to where I'm twisting. I think it's really important that the head follows. A couple more breaths here. Good, then we're going to gently release on the exhale. So simply just swapping over, left leg goes straight, right leg goes over the top, giving it a little hug. So we're bringing that left arm over, bringing that right arm around, and opening up here. So twisting safely is really important, and twisting is really important. It's something we do a lot during our day, and I bet a lot of you guys have pulled something underneath your shoulder blade at some stage, just reaching for your seat belt. You know, something simple, maybe in the kitchen, reaching across your body. This is where this is really going to help. Just twisting is really important. You can do this on your office chair. You can do it anywhere you are. You can do it in the car if you're parked. So a nice big twist, and just focusing on that breath. Good, coming back to the front on your exhale. So feet together, butterfly position here, holding onto your feet, and just a little bit of a flap of the wings, just opening up your hips. So once again, if you're quite tight through the hips, now I am, sitting up on something would really help here. So I don't have any blocks with me today, that's okay, but sitting on a block or a cushion will help you fold forwards a little bit more if you are tight through the hips. So taking a nice big inhale, and exhale, folding forwards. Now we can lace those arms underneath, and I like to rock side to side as I lower. So I'm just settling in, and at last minute tucking the chin. So remember, folding the chest forwards, and I'm pulling on those feet ever so gently, but just slowly pulling myself forwards, stretching millimeter by millimeter, and doing so on the exhale. So really letting go of any stress, any expectations. Just enjoying the moment, enjoying how this feels. And gently releasing. So we're going to come down to our back now. So coming onto our mat, and I want you to lie down slowly. So think about coming down in a smooth transition here, a little bit of a core transition. So you can hold onto your legs if you need, but I'm going to squeeze my abs. I'm going to round through the lower back, tuck the chin, and slowly try and roll my spine onto the mat from the lower vertebrae all the way up to the top. So from your sacrum to your C1, all the way down onto your mat. Good, so we're going to bring this left leg over now. So bringing this left leg bent, bring it over. Now if you need to, you can pop your cushion or your block here. We're going to pop our right hand on top of that leg, reach out to the side with our left arm, stretching through the back here. So if you are really tight through the back, be gentle. Just taking some nice deep breaths. This is where we really start to sink into the body and just following that breath. Where the class begins to slow down and we get towards Shavasana. Just a few more breaths, nice big inhales and exhales. Now, if any of these stretches we do feel really good and maybe like you need them more, remember you can always just put this portion of the class on and just do the last little bit once a day, twice a day. Good, so just rolling back onto our back. Just knees up, feet on the mat, just a little rock from side to side. Good, straightening out that left leg, right leg's coming over. Right hand out to the side, left hand on that leg, just slowly stretching through the back here. Now, I feel it in my middle back, upper back. You might feel it more down towards your lower back and here into your glutes. That's fine, that's okay. always enjoy the breath. So remember, the class is a journey, so we can have a little thought now about how we're feeling compared to before. Good, releasing, so back onto our back, just rocking our knees from side to side. So we're coming into our Shavasana now, so our comfortable position on the mat, lying down. So we can pop something under our head as a pillow, we can have our legs bent, knees together, or we can just be flat on the back. So arms to the side, palms up if we feel like we need some more energy, and palms down if we feel like we don't. So just noticing how your body feels against the mat. Closing down your eyes. And just enjoying how this feels. So I want you to start your Shavasana with a little bit of gratitude for yourself, that you've given yourself the time to start this morning practice. To start your day off right. Not only looking after your physical health, but your mental health as well. Now I want you to turn that gratitude to someone in your life, someone that you're grateful for. It can be your friends, your family, your children. Think about how that feeling feels as we bring it into our heart. Feel that warmth travel down your body. Let it spread out into your fingertips and your toes. And then just having some gratitude for yourself. Some self-love. Thinking about all the things that are great about you. Being proud of yourself. And seeing if we can feel that same warm feeling spread through our body. So now as we follow our breath, I just want you to imagine that you're looking up at a nice blue sky. Now you might be, you might not. Imagining some bright, fluffy clouds overhead. Now as you inhale, this nice, bright, fluffy cloud drifts through your vision. And as you exhale, it drifts across. So with every inhale, the cloud appears. And every exhale, it disappears. And seeing how much we can slow down that breath, how slow we can make these clouds move. And if your mind wanders, just bring it back to the breath and those clouds. And just noticing our journey from the start of class to now, how we're feeling. So we're going to repeat our affirmation that we did at the start of the class one more time. So remember, nice big inhale, I am. Exhale, grounded. Inhaling, I am. Exhaling, calm. Inhaling, I am. Exhaling, focused. Inhaling, I am. Exhaling, strong. Inhaling, I am. Exhaling, brave. And last but not least, inhaling, I can do anything. Exhaling, I set my mind to. So repeating that a few times. I can do anything. I set my mind to. I can do anything. I set my mind to. So just bring some gentle movements back into your body. You can bend your legs. You can reach above your head. Nice big stretch here. So we're slowly rolling onto our side. And we're going to push up just into a comfortable seated position here. So hands to our heart space. So cultivating the energy to take into our day. Nice big inhale, reaching up. Exhaling as loud as you can. So really loud, nice big inhale. Nice big exhale. One more. Inhaling, letting it all out. And just fluttering those eyes open. And together we say namaste. So I just want to thank you guys for joining in on this Traveling for Balance edition. I'll be bringing you more yoga classes. Make sure you like and subscribe. And I'd love you guys to please, in the comment section, let me know what kind of yoga classes you'd like. I'll also be doing some fitness classes as well. But yeah, I just really want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart for joining in my class today. And I'd love you guys to have a wonderful day. And I'll see you next time.